Tell your story on True Talk.
Hey guys, it's Mimi here again. Yeah. I'm so sorry I've been MIA for the past few weeks, but your girl is back. I'm going to be talking about depression, and based on the way the world is at the moment, I know that so many people are prone to getting depressed now and are probably in that state already. So I'm going to be talking about what depression means, the causes of depression, the symptoms of depression, and the best way to handle depression. So let us begin. Depression. Yeah, so most times when we hear depression, like for me, before when I heard depression, what usually comes to my mind is fatigue, stress, anger, and all that, tiredness. Yeah, but I got to realize that depression is actually a mental issue. It affects the way one feels, it affects the way one thinks, it also affects one's personal activities. Then also it can also be seen as a mood disorder. Yes, because it affects our feelings. It can actually be a mood disorder because you have issues where people have mood swings, so they go from happy to sad to angry to aggressive. Yeah, that kind of thing. So it can also be a mood disorder. So reading from my book, depression is a mental disorder that causes a persistent feeling of sadness and loss of interest. It can also be classified as a mood disorder, feeling of sadness, I said that already, or anger that interferes with a person's everyday activity. Yeah, so we'll just go straight down to the causes of depression. So we have on my list there's family history. So most times depression can be passed down from generation to generation. So if you have a family member that probably was depressed, then there's every possibility that someone in your family or you might actually have depression or get depressed at one point in your life. Then also there's early childhood trauma. That's there are some things that some people can go through early in life that could actually affect the way their body reacts to fear and stress. So that could also lead to depression. Then we have brain structure. So it says if the frontal lobe of your brain is inactive, there's every possibility that you have a greater risk of depression. Then we have medical conditions like chronic pain, attention deficit hyperactivity disorder, we have the insomnia, and we have chronic illnesses that could also cause depression. Then we have drug use. There are certain drugs that we might not we either overdose or we're not supposed to take, that we take, that could actually cause depression. Then we have the stressful events like loss of a loved one, divorce, breakups, loss of jobs, that could actually lead to depression. Then low self-esteem or being self-critical. Now it seems like on every episode low self-esteem comes up, so we see that it is actually important that we don't have low self-esteem, we have self-confidence in ourselves. So low self-esteem and being self-critical is when we criticize ourselves so much. Of course we should criticize ourselves at some point, but when it becomes too much it could actually lead to depression. So have confidence in yourself, love yourself. Okay, all right, so now we're going to move to the symptoms of depression. Depression can be experienced differently in men, women, and children, according to what I saw online. So I'm actually going to read out what I was able to gather. All right, so for men, it changes their mood. You notice a mood change such as anger, aggressiveness, irritability, anxiousness. Then it also affects their emotional well-being. Well, you can have feeling empty, sad, hopeless. Then their behaviors could actually change. You notice that their loss of interest, they feel tired easily. Then the things they're usually interested in, the physical activities they're interested in, they're no longer interested in those activities. They drink a lot. Then they have a reduced sexual interest, reduced sexual desire. You notice restless sleep, they can't sleep at night, insomnia, excessive sleepiness. Yeah, so I think the best way to explain this symptom is if you notice someone that doesn't sleep much, all of a sudden the person is sleeping too much, or someone that sleeps a lot, like at least gets 8 hours, but all of a sudden just 1 hour or 2 hours, or the person doesn't sleep at all, then that's probably a red flag. All right. So difficulty completing tasks, delayed responses during conversations, fatigue, pain, headache. All right, so in men, those are the symptoms that you might see. Then for women, there's the irritability, feeling sad or empty, anxious or hopeless, loss of interest in activities, withdrawing from social engagements, thinking or talking more slowly. So you think slowly, your brain is not working fast enough, and then if you usually respond, all of a sudden you're just responding one, that kind of thing. Then difficulty sleeping through the night, waking early, sleeping too much, like I explained when I was talking about the symptoms for men. Yeah. Then we also have decreased energy, weight changes. So it's either the person is losing weight or the person is gaining so much weight. So when you notice someone is losing excessive weight, there's every possibility that that person is depressed. Then there's aches, there's pains, there's headaches, increased cramps. Yeah. So if you look at this, you notice that most of the symptoms are similar between men, women, and also children. So I just think that the pointers: fatigue, tiredness, sleepiness, less sleep, those are some of the things that we can look out for. Then in children, we have mood swings, crying, feeling incompetent, intense sadness, getting into trouble at school, refusing to go to school, avoiding friends or siblings, difficulty concentrating, decline in school performance. So their grades, you notice that their grades are going down, difficulty sleeping or sleeping too much, loss of energy, changes in appetite, weight loss or gain. Then there's also the thought of suicide and the thought of death. So that is also similar in both male, female, and children, men, women, and children. Yeah, so those are pointers that we actually need to look out for. So if you notice someone that has these symptoms, or you notice these symptoms in yourself, what should you do? Which is where I'm going to the next point. First thing you need to do is get in contact with a health care personnel, a specialist that will actually assist you. Then also you can exercise. Now exercise regularly, avoid alcohol and drugs. They just give you 1 or 2 seconds of relief, but once it wears off, you're back to where you started. So avoid alcohol, avoid drugs, take care of yourself, eat well, exercise well, meditate. So find something that would actually pull you out of that place where you are that is not so good. Find something that interests you enough and do it. So take care of yourself, take care of your mind, take care of your body, take care of your soul. Read your Bibles. Yeah. Then set boundaries. Setting boundaries, both professional and personal boundaries, can also help you to keep track of yourself. So I will advise that you do this. Now you can actually replay the video so you get the symptoms again and also get the treatment. But like I said, make sure you contact a healthcare personnel. I'm going to drop some numbers for people in Nigeria that you can actually get to contact if you're feeling depressed, or you know someone that's feeling depressed that could actually help out in one way or the other. So I'll drop the number so you can call the numbers. Then ensure that you take very good care of yourselves, okay? So I hope that my 10 minutes of teaching has actually helped in one way or the other. So just let me know, comments, send me a direct message, a private message. Just let me know how I can actually be of help. Let me know if you want me to talk about any topics that interest you, and let me know what you feel about what I just posted. And don't forget to like, don't forget to share, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. All right, it was so good seeing you guys again. I really missed you all, but expect more videos coming soon, I promise. All right, so before I go, please make sure that you're taking care of yourselves in this coronavirus era. Ensure that you have your face mask on if you're going out. Ensure that you wash your hands for at least 20 seconds, whether you come out of the toilet or not. But once you go out, you come in, wash your hands. You can actually make it a ritual that you wash your hand every time. Then also eat well, ensure that your immune system is boosted, and take care of yourself, take care of your family.